Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
Is it possible that a bold challenge on social media led to the death of a Tampa man? That's what friends of Ari Williams believe tonight. They say Ari was in a disagreement with someone last Friday when he took to Instagram, posting, "If you want smoke, I'm in my crib." He was shot soon after the post. News Channel 8's Nico Clemens joining us live at the IQ Apartments on Bruce B. Downs Boulevard. That's where the shooting took place, and police, Nico, the police are still looking for the shooter. I know that, but are they looking into this social media angle?
Well, Keith, I asked about that social media post, so they're aware of it. But as you mentioned, his name is Ari Williams. Deputies found him in the IQ apartment parking lot behind me. Family and friends say whatever happened behind the scenes, but he didn't deserve to die.
It's unreal, but it's real.
Tawanda Covington wishes she could go back in time when her nephew, Ari Williams, would stop by to check on her.
And say he know his aunt cook his Sunday dinner, so he's here on Sundays making sure he get a plate.
She describes her nephew as a good person, always made you laugh.
Always gonna be silly. Nah, you cook. Yeah, that's my nephew.
Williams was gunned down Friday afternoon in Tampa.
He was an awesome father.
A father to a 6-year-old girl.
Everything was about his daughter and his family.
Investigators don't believe the shooting was random. Family and friends believe, unfortunately, social media may have contributed to his death.
It doesn't matter what kind of statement he didn't deserve for his life to be taken.
He was wrong, but he was mad. He shouldn't have did that, but he shouldn't have also died because of that either.
Williams was an up-and-coming rapper who went by Rollie bands. He filmed one of his latest music videos with Devontae Simmons.
Riding around in the newest cars that cars I thought I'd never be in. I'm in them.
Simmons, emotional, says Williams was more than a friend.
He like a brother to me. Whatever he needed, I had his back, and just what it was, and he had my back.
He says Williams was always trying to help people. His aunt said the same. Tonight, they want justice.
His daughter deserves that. His mom deserves that.
No new update from Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. They're still searching for whoever is responsible. This Thursday, the Tampa's police chief was already scheduled to hold a community forum to address gun violence here in the city. Live in Tampa, Nico Clemens, 8 on your side.
Well, the man accused of shooting and killing a Tampa rapper is in jail tonight. As investigators provide new evidence in court, they say links him to the murder.
10 Tampa Bay Shannon Clough brings us inside that Hillsborough County courtroom.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon.
My name is Damon Speed.
Are you a danger to the community or society? And I have to say yes.
Damon Speed was just released from jail in June, but he's already back behind bars. This as he's been there multiple times before.
I also do not believe that you think the laws apply to you.
About 1 month ago, on July 22nd, here at IQ Apartments in Tampa, Speed is accused of killing Ari Williams, known by his rapper name Rollie Bands.
The victim has his hands up. He shoots the victim from the car, gets out of the car while the victim is running away. He chases the victim down, shoots him multiple times, and ends up shooting him in the back of the head and through the body, just multiple gunshot wounds.
Investigators say Speed didn't act alone. Darren Day was arrested for driving the car. Both live in Fort Myers.
Premeditation can happen in a matter of minutes. In this instance, it happened over a course of hours and hundreds of miles that you could have changed your mind.
Inside this courtroom, we learned tax fraud links all three men. Detectives say Ari filed his sister's tax return and was going to compensate those who helped, We learned from a witness Ari and Speed were arguing. Investigators say Ari sent a text saying, "Pull up." A short time later, Ari was outside his apartment with his dog and girlfriend. That's when Day arrived with Speed, and 13 rounds were fired.
The victim did have his hands up when he was shot, and then even after he went down, you continued to pursue him.
After the shooting, investigators say Speed paid Day $400. Speed's defense used a witness as their argument.
Direct witness that misidentified the shooter in this circumstance as someone that was not my client.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb gang. Now, we on our way to the Sunshine State with it. Where the Florida boys at? Y'all meet us in the comments. We on our way to Tampa. Brucey B. Downs Boulevard. IQ Apartments to be exact. Now, today's episode reminds me all too well of a well-known skit from the Dave Chappelle show titled When Keeping It Real Goes Wrong. Now on Mobb Ties, I try my best to cover the street legends and cover the gangsters, but just as much as I try to cover them, I try to cover the do's and the don'ts of the streets. And today I'm going to say we're going to be talking about one of the don'ts. And the person that we're going to be covering today is going to be a gentleman by the name of Rollie Williams. Now, some of you might be familiar with Rollie, and I'm not going to say for his music, not because it wasn't good, because it looked like he had just got started within the past year or so. But I'm going to say it was probably from the national coverage that this case got due to the location, I want to say, of the crime and the circumstances surrounding it, which I'm going to try to break down for you guys. Now, Rollie was going to be an up-and-coming rapper from Tampa. I didn't really get a chance to check out his music catalog, but I did get a chance to run through his YouTube channel. He did have 6 videos posted. His most popular video on there was a song titled Reminiscing, which he released about 5 months ago, and it amassed about 74,000 views. So it definitely looked like he was trying to make some shift of the music. Not much is mentioned about his criminal history or his street history prior to the incident that occurred at the end of July in 2022. But in listening to the music, I did hear quite a few references into finessing and into coming up. So I don't want to jump to conclusions, but based on the circumstances surrounding his death, I'm probably going to say it wouldn't be surprising if he was in the scamming game a little bit, because according to authorities, he would find himself in a deadly situation over filing his sister's income tax. Now, based on my research, I saw where they said that he was expecting a large amount for this income tax return, and he had promised money to certain people. And based on the charges, I feel comfortable saying that Damon Speed, the person that is charged with the murder of Rollie Williams, was probably one of those people that he had promised money to. Now, in the interview that his girlfriend at the time gave with the news, she would go on to say that it was a social media dispute that gotten out of hand. But by the time the media got to covering the case, they would hone in on one of Rollie specific social media posts. And in that social media post, he would post something along the lines of, "I'm going to be at my crib in 5 minutes, and whoever wants smoke with me, they can pull up." Now, in most scenarios, that's really not going to be an issue, because I'm going to say more than 5 times out of 10, the person that you're sending or directing that post at is not going to pull up, but you encounter a problem when you disclose your location to an individual that is ready and willing to pull up. And according to authorities, that's exactly what happened to Rollie, because not long after posting that social media post in late July of 2022, Rollie was outside of his apartment walking his dog with his girlfriend at the time, when the people that he directed that message to allegedly pulled up, letting off 13 shots, fatally wounding him in the process. So According to media outlets, he was 27 at the time. Anytime you get a young man or anybody to lose their life for that matter is a sad situation, but it becomes even sadder when the details around it surround something like this. So anybody listening, man, I know these days the object is to be tough and the object is to put on a show and a profile, but don't let your outside persona, which is now like your new online or internet personality, cost you in real life. And if this don't show you that everybody is not playing, I don't know what's gonna show you. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. Y'all get in this comment box below. Y'all let me know, do I got it wrong? Are my eyes not working right? And y'all definitely hit that red subscribe button right under this video so y'all know when I'm dropping this real trill spill. And it's your guy Popalot. I'm going to be back ASAP. Mobb, mobb, mobb.